My name is Jenny, and I'm a wife and mom raising 2 kids. But I used to live a more glamorous life as a TV reporter. I was on the nightly news interviewing pop stars and politicians. So when I said goodbye to TV and hello to motherhood, I suddenly discovered what we moms are up against. We live in a world that tells us to be rich and famous, thin and successful. You know, almost nobody says, "Oh, hey, you're a mom? That's fabulous." But you are fabulous, and I'm here to tell you why.
It's the Channelmom Show, celebrating you with Jenny Dean Schmidt.
What's wrong with the world, mama? People living like they ain't got no mamas. I think the whole world addicted to the
we used that song on purpose this morning. People living like they ain't got no mama. Okay, but just tells you how important a mom is. Because if you're living like you ain't got no mama, it means that you haven't had good training. People are, killing each other and doing everything else.
Absolutely.
I love that. I love
That's
that they...
a foundational piece.
Yes.
It's
so
huge.
I just, little word out.
I know.
Little word out to the moms there.
And a great rhythm, too.
Yeah. Yes, it was a great rhythm. So thanks to the Black Eyed Peas for that little shout out to the mamas. I appreciate it. Welcome back to the Channel Mom Show, by the way. We are celebrating you here on Mile High Sports Radio. And this next guest can really improve your day, your week, your month. She has some very effective advice on how to reduce stress in your heart, body, and mind. So if you've got a question for her about the stress in your own life, I'm pretty sure she can answer it. Please call us at 303-297-1510. Alrighty, let's get into it. As moms, we certainly do feel stress in the morning, in the afternoon, and especially in the middle of the night when we have extra time to worry about our kids and how they're doing. Often when I'm feeling stressed, I will think of Lauren Miller, who is our guest. This woman has gone through some incredibly stressful life situations and come out the other side with way less stress, and that's why she is a stress relief expert. Lauren is the author of 99 Things You Wish You Knew Before Stressing Out and a number of other books as well. And today she's got some grab-and-go techniques for relieving stress that just take a few minutes but can make a huge impact on your health and well-being. Welcome, Lauren.
Thank you.
We're glad to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Lauren is in the studio today, which I always love because she's going to...
It's fun.
Yeah. She's going to show us some of these things on camera, and, you guys will just have to
You got
imagine
the visual.
Yeah. You'll have to imagine out there in Radioland. Although you can tune in later to channelmom.com and look at it on video if you'd like to. All right, let's get straight to it. What is stress doing to moms all over the country this month as they try to fit in those last-minute summer events? I know I did it in between school, shopping, registration, all those things, trying to be the best mom ever, trying to maybe work as well, trying to, just completely stressed out. What's that doing to them?
Well, it actually has an effect at the cellular level. The emotional response, there's always a physiological manifestation, whatever choice of emotional response that we have in life, particularly as moms. And it's good to have the list, because that keeps us focused. We got to get this, 5,000 things from Office Max and all of that. However, the stress will increase if you attach your sense of self-worth to the accomplishment of the list. That's the huge thing. So it's okay to have the list, but when you feel the anxiety start coming up, when you feel the knot in your stomach, when you feel the tense neck and the lack of clarity of focus, just know that, ask yourself, okay, where am I feeling, or where am I farming out my sense of identity to my performance?
Yeah.
The majority of our stress comes from that simple act of farming out our sense of identity to something outside of us.
Yeah.
Versus pulling it in.
It's so true.
And we can make the shift anytime we want.
Yeah.
When we take a deep breath in between and say, all right, so I didn't get the 5,000 pens and folders and dividers from Office Max. I'll do it tomorrow. And I'm willing to love and accept myself and remember that God loves me and is with me and I'm not alone in this experience of being a mom and being a mentor to these little people in this life. And so it's just, we can make that mental shift anytime we want. We can also do a couple things that help us physiologically speaking, because we all manifest our stress in a different way. So when you start to feel that anxiety, because you feel so fragmented because of all of the different things that you feel you need to do in order to feel like a good mom, it's just all the labeling that we do that causes the anxiety, is to just take a deep breath. This is a quick exercise you can do, is breathe in, and on the exhale, you just hum.
I think I do that naturally sometimes.
And we naturally do that. So it's amazing. God's given us the wisdom, the inner wisdom to know what to do to de-stress our bodies. Another key spot, as I spoke about last time, is the thymus, where we tap on our chest when we're stressed, which particularly in the South. My sister-in-law's from the South. She's like, I do that all the time.
Tapping
Well, this
on
is
your chest.
a bunch of meridians here, and actually, major circuit breakers that when you tap on them, release the physiological response to perceived threatened situations.
Really? So just tapping on your upper chest.
So it's actually just your thymus. It's located 3 inches down, 2 to 3 inches down from the U-shaped dip at the base of your neck. If you just tap on that when you're stressed, and if you just say, because words have energy, and it shifts our thought processes,
Yes,
and that's how we create new neural pathways, by using the words. So we have to be very aware of our word choice. So if you say, I have faith and confidence in God, my future is secure, I am secure, or be specific, I have faith and confidence in my ability to be able to handle this situation with grace.
Yeah.
My future is secure, I am secure. So it's just reminding yourself, oh, okay, I'm okay if I complete my list or if I do not complete my list.
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Because then you get the,
yeah.
wow, that feels good. But if you physically breathe in deeply and hum on the way out, what that does is it actually creates a vibration within the body to distract you from the negative thought processes that's causing you to be frozen.
And they've done studies. They've really figured out that just a little vibration.
Just a little vibration. You can hum, you can whistle, sing. Laughter's huge. It actually will decrease your blood pressure. It will decrease the stress hormone, bring about clarity of thinking. It will also engage the back portion of your brain, which is the portion of the brain that is responsible for coming up with creative solutions to your situations, tuning into your available options. The front part of the brain is like the tsunami of sensory intake that happens when you're stressed.
Sure.
And so you get the deer in the headlights. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to handle this. I'm not going to be able to handle this. And so you get frozen because you start doubting your ability.
The front part of my brain must be absolutely huge.
I think, well, as moms too, because we're so sensitive. It's like a gift from God that we have this intuitive nature to tune into the between the lines of what people are doing and saying.
Yeah.
So we're constantly, stress is simply a signal within our body giving us the opportunity to identify and adjust our perception of any situation that unfolds before us. When we realize that by our focus in terms of what we choose to do once we identify, because once you identify and say, oh, that really stressed me out, what she said or what that person said or the response of my teenager. I have 3 teenagers now.
Oh, lucky you.
And so I'm blessed.
Yes,
every day.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Every day. So, we have that opportunity to identify it and then adjust. And then, okay, I'm going to hum for 3 times. I'm going to remember that God is with me, that I'm capable of handling any and every situation that unfolds before me.
Yeah.
And you start to pull from your timeline past successes. You can even tune in. Okay, I've been doing school, the beginning of school, since that's what we're entering into, so that's a lot of stress for moms. I've been doing this for 18 years now.
Yeah.
Me personally, so I have practice. I have folders of success that I'm not tuning into because we forget as moms. I think we're really hard on ourselves as women,
And I know you went through a lot. You went through breast cancer and a divorce simultaneously, which no one would ever want to do simultaneously, let alone by themselves.
At the same time, yeah.
So you have a vested interest in being and relieving stress.
Oh,
so tell me,
on a daily basis.
Mom, you're right. How does a mom, and we have about 4 or 5 minutes left, how does a mom change a pattern? Because I know if you're used to feeling sorry for yourself or you're used to ruminating and saying, well, I'm, poor me, and you just can't get out of that thing to make yourself healthier. You just can't shut it off. I know you've got a couple more techniques that you that CNBC featured, and you even have a pain relief technique. What is the thing that can help her shut it off and then move on to the next techniques and then share?
Okay, so from your words as you're speaking right now, the first thing that comes up is one that I use all day long, and it's referred to as the tapping technique or EFT, emotional freedom technique, meridian tapping. Basically, it's tuned into your physiology. So what you do is you focus on. I'm going to give you just a quick crash course on this. There's more on my website and my YouTube channel. But basically, whatever it is, let's just say, even though I'm stressed out because I have so many things to do in such little time, and this is where you start. This is your setup statement.
Tap on the
side of your hand, side of your hand, and you state what it is. Ruthless honesty. Even though I am stressed out and I feel like I'm going to fall on my face and I don't have any energy left and, just go on and on, I'm willing to love and accept myself anyway. That's the shift.
Yes,
so any 12-step program starts out with, my name's Lauren Miller, and this is the deal.
Yeah.
So as you're engaging your meridian system or your energy system that gets frozen, you're releasing that part. I'm willing to love and accept myself. You say it 3 times, and then you do a sequence of points. These are major points. They're located closest to the surface. That's why they use them. And
so
you
like
just say a
forehead,
reminder.
Your temple.
Yeah, as you say, the reminder phrase, I'm feeling overwhelmed, and be as specific as possible. I feel like I won't get my list accomplished today. I feel like I'm incapable of handling everybody's needs. I feel invisible. And as you just are just tuning into your feelings, you're working down the sequence of points, the eyebrow, outside of the eye, under the nose, under the lip, collarbone, under the arm, and then the top of the head. As you say a reminder phrase that you're pulling from your setup statement. Yeah. And then you do this 2 times, then tune in. Rate your stress. How stressed am I on a scale from 1 to 10? How stressed out am I right now?
Yeah.
And then after you tap, you tune in, take a deep breath, and it is amazing how quickly.
Wow, I'm going to try it.
Try it.
I'll probably need to try it.
Try it and call me if you get stuck, like on some points. I'll walk you through it.
No, I love that. And then there's also this thing that you said that the Bushmen do.
Oh yeah, the shaking therapy.
That's
my latest thing. This is a worldwide stress relief technique. I'm constantly studying what other cultures do to release stress and remain in the flow of life. This is done. The Bushmen of Africa, this is definitely a huge technique that they use as a modality for healing emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Basically, they shake, and it's similar to the rebounding that is referred to as rebounding in America, where you jump up and on the balls of your feet, or you get one of those little tramps. You jump up 3 minutes a day to drain your lymphatic system, get the toxins
I do that,
out,
actually,
and get the more. I do too. I go out on my kid's tramp. And I just let it go, and get refreshed. And you come in, you've got clarity of focus, of course, because you've got everything relaxed in the front, and the back's kicking in for you.
Yeah.
So you just whatever it is that's causing you the anxiety, you imagine that specific. This works great for specific traumas or things you can't let go. So you think about it. You close your eyes. Take a deep breath, imagine it in just the whole scene like a movie, just right in your core. And then you just start shaking. And you start shaking, and as you're imagining, you imagine this scene being broken up into thousands of pieces. Because when you shift your perception of something, because when you're stressed out, you're seeing whatever it is that which is stressing you out as huge.
Yeah.
So we have the gift of our imagination from God, and it's very powerful.
It is. And we don't use it enough.
We don't use it enough. So if you visualize it, breaking up into thousands of pieces, as you're shaking it and you stomp your feet, because it's grounding, because what happens is we shoot up to the upper part of our body when we're stressed, just basically here. So it grounds us. It brings us down into our heart.
Right?
That's why we get the headaches, the stress, and a multitude of other things.
Yeah.
So the key thing is to just shake it out and imagine it going through the tips of your fingers, out your feet, your head. And the cool thing is about this, I do this all the time. I'm shaking, and sometimes I'll add the hum too with it. I did this the other day, and all of a sudden the doorbell rings, and I'm like just walking by the door and shaking like a wild bush woman, and it's the UPS guy, and he's standing there, and I'm like, and I stop. I'm like, this is actually a stress relief technique.
I'm going to try it in Safeway or King Soopers. I think I'm just going to go for
I'm telling you, we used to be free like this, you know? That's why I love children.
Okay, Shelly, dare me to do that in Safeway or King Soopers.
Yeah, it actually shifts the whole vibration, you know?
Yeah,
it causes you to just release.
Yeah.
Quick release.
Last quick thing. We got a minute left.
Yeah.
Can you tell people the pain relief tip that you have?
Oh, yeah. No big deal. This is an easy one, and I actually just apply this all the time. I sprained my ankle running down a mountain when I was hiking, and just the pain just was searing through my body. There's a main circuit breaker.
So stay near the mic when you talk about
I will stay up here, and I'll lift my leg right here. Okay? It's right here. It's the inner side of your knee. And you take your 4 fingers and just tap vigorously on this spot. Whenever you have any physical pain, acute pain, what that does, and just keep tapping. I tap for about, I think, a minute or 2, and then all of a sudden, the pain was gone.
Wow.
And it dissipates it, because, it gets very acute in the area.
Sure.
What it does when you move the energy is it dissipates it through the rest of your body.
That's fabulous.
So it works great.
And you're convinced, before I say goodbye to you, you're convinced that stress did lead to your breast cancer, and so you want every mom out there to relieve her stress.
Absolutely. On a daily basis. It's a lifestyle that can save your life. Yeah. That's why I'm dedicated to do what I do.
Yeah.
So.
Lauren Miller, the author of 99 Things You Wish You Knew Before Stressing Out.
That's it.
I recommend the book. It's been called Life Saving by Les Brown and others, and it's just, fabulous.
It is, and if you want more information on how to do the techniques, just go to my main website, laurenemiller.com. Go to my YouTube channel, which is on the upper right-hand corner, and then I have some demonstrations.
Great.
You can walk through. And also, if you want 9 free videos, because we're launching Stress Solutions University, just go to stresssolutionsoubonus.com. and then you get 9
Thank
free
you,
videos.
Lauren. You're fabulous.
Well, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for
being
having
here.
me.
Stick around for our tip of the day right now. Right now, we have our Channel Mom tip for busy moms.
Hey Mom, feeling too busy and a bit overwhelmed? Would you like a shortcut to raising great kids? Check out our Channel Mom's tips for busy moms.
The tip today is from me, but we do welcome your tips. Please share them with us at facebook.com/channelmom. This is very quick, and I have to get it in quickly, so I will try not to be stressed as I do so. Okay, recently I came up with a saying that helps me when I am stressed out. It helps me when I think it, say it, and repeat it like a mantra, sort of what Lauren was talking about. I thought of this saying in the midst of mother stress, trying to be all things to all people, especially this last week. The saying goes like this: I can only do what I can do, and God will do the rest.
Oh, I love that.
Even if you don't happen to have a faith in God, that little saying is still going to help you, because I believe in him and I think he'll help you through. So I can only do what I can do, and God will do the rest. So
that's awesome.
God bless you. Next week, we're going to have a fabulous woman who's also going to be talking a little bit about stress, but also about how to get the joy back in our lives as mamas. So please tune in next week. And moms out there, I love you and have a fabulous week.